this is how to complete a Wilcoxon test. This is actually relatively straightforward as long as you follow the instructions clearly and don't miss anything out. So the first thing we have to do is we have to calculate the difference between the different scores in condition 1 and condition 2. So we very simply do that by taking away the second condition from the first condition. So 15 take away 21 is minus 6. 14 take away 14 is 0. 19 take away 7 is 2. 5 take away 20 is minus 20. 19 take away 26 is minus 7, but I'll just check that. Yeah, minus 7. 6 take away 18 is minus 12. 28 take away 15 should be 13, I think, but let's just check it. Yeah, 13. 18 take away 25, that's minus 7 again. 14 take away 29, that's minus 15, and 11 take away 11 is 0. Now, we have to rank the difference. The first thing to note is that we completely ignore the ones where the difference is 0. There's no difference there, so we're not ranking them. Okay, so sometimes I like to put a little line in there just to remind myself not to rank them. Now, I need to calculate n, which is basically how many differences are remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 differences remaining. So I'm going to write that down there. So there's 8 differences remaining, and we need to rank them from 1 to 8. One thing I like to do is I like to write along the side the ranks that I've still got to do. Definitely do this when you're first learning. Just make sure that you don't miss anything out. Okay, and that's going to keep me right and make sure if I make any mistakes I can figure out where it was. So the first ranked number is the lowest ranked number. So looking on here, that's clearly number 2 because we're ignoring the negative signs. For this skill, we ignore the negative signs, okay, for this column here. Where people usually get into making mistakes is they start paying attention to the negative signs too soon. For the rank difference, we ignore the negative signs, so it's literally just the lowest number. So for us, once we ignore the zeros, the lowest number is 2, so that gets rank number 1. The next lowest number, there's a 6 there, is that it? Yeah, it is. So the rank difference is number 2. Then we're going to have a look for our next highest number. Our next highest number, there's a 7 here and there's a 7 here. So we've crossed off 1 and 2. So these two 7s need to be ranks 3 and 4. But because they've got exactly the same number, they need to be ranked the same. So we can't give them rank 3 or 4. So we do 3 plus 4 is 7 divided by 2. Then 3.5. So they both get 3.5. But we cross off over here ranks 3 and 4. We've used those. Next up, we need to have a quick look. And we have a look, and here's the next highest number, which I think is 12. Yeah, that looks right. So we're on to rank number 5. Then for rank number 6, we've got a 13. For rank number 7, we've got a 15. And for rank number 8, we've got a 20. Perfect. Okay, now this is where we start paying attention to the negatives. So what we do is we look up here and we see that this negative, first number here is a negative 6. It's a negative rank. So we take the rank of 2 and move it over here to the negative ranks. And we don't put anything in the positive ranks. Here, this is a 0. We've already decided to ignore that, so we're going to carry on ignoring it. Here, this is a positive number, so we take its rank and we put it into the positive ranks column. Here, this is a negative number, so we take its rank of 8 and put it into the negative ranks column. Here, we've got a negative 7, so we take its rank difference, 3.5, and we put it into the negative ranks column. Here, we've got a minus 12, that's a negative rank, so guess what? Its number 5 goes into the negative rank column. Positive. So this goes into the positive column. Negative, so this goes into the negative column. Negative, so this goes into the negative column, and that's a 0, so we ignore it. Now what we need to do is we need to sum up the total positive ranks, which is 1 plus 6 and that should give us 7. And we add up the total negative ranks, which is 2 plus 8 plus 3.5 plus 5 plus 3.5 plus 7. So let's add those together. 2 plus 8 plus 3.5 plus 5 plus 3.5, 3.5 plus 7, and that gives us 28.6. And we can check that very quickly. We can check, we've got a 15 minus 21, that gives us minus 6. That was a negative number, so the rank difference of 2 goes into the negative ranks. 14 minus 14 is a 0, so it doesn't count. 19 minus 7, that's a 2, so its rank goes into the positive ranks. 5 minus 25, that's minus 20, so it's 8 goes into the negative ranks, so it's negative. 19 minus 26 minus 7, 3.5 goes into the negative ranks. 6 minus 18 minus 12, so its rank goes into the negative ranks. 28 minus 15, 13, positive. 18 minus 25 minus 7, negative. 14 minus 29 minus 15, negative, and then 0. We add those together, get 7. We add these together and get 28.6. And that should give us, hang on a second, 28.6 doesn't sound right, does it? Because we've got 3.5s here. So let's check that again. 2 plus 8 plus 3.5 plus 5 plus 3.5 plus 7 gives us 29. That seems much more likely given that these are round numbers or 0.5s. So always check at the end that you've done that right. Then what we do for our t-value, the Wilcoxon score, is we always pick the lowest number. So we've got 29 over here, this one's 7. So we pick 7. Okay, always remember to show you working, because that way if you make a mistake, then you'll get some of the credit.